And then over in the shop, Colonel Craftsman, last time we took it to the river, we busted the grill out. It's been broke ever since we've owned the thing, but we went ahead and finished it off. And I'm thinking maybe some bed frames, maybe some vertical bed frames to make it look more military, maybe some LED pods. And then the only thing it needs then would be a new belt and a battery. It's ready to go. So for step one, I just took this arm off and straightened it up. Now it matches this arm. I cut this piece of bed frame, that's 16.5 inches. I'll probably bolt it on here, bolt it on there. Then I'm thinking maybe one in the middle, one here, maybe your lights go here. And then for the covering on it, maybe like some metal plates with a bunch of rivets around them, kind of like an airplane. It'd be Army Jeep / airplane mixed. I don't know, painted Army green. So I've just welded on the first piece of bed frame. Let's make sure the hood still opens. Looks good to me. That's probably as strong as it's ever been. Before it was just plastic, now it's bed frame. So on the grill update, I just built these two brackets. They're matching, one for this side, one for that side. Once they get on, I'm going to take a piece of bed frame, come across the middle. And then on the top, right about where those little studs stick out, the top part of the grill will be here. And then up on the hood, I've got a box of nice LED pods. These are from Auxbeam. I'm thinking mount those right about there. And I want to wrap metal all around everywhere, but I'll probably leave this open so the satellite can shine out. That's going to look good. So I just made a couple brackets for the middle row on the grill. I'm going to weld here and here. We'll drill a couple holes. The middle row is almost done. Here's the before and the after. Mounting the first bracket, and shout out the gear wrench. I didn't have gear wrenches when I was growing up. I love these things. Found this one at a yard sale yesterday for $1. So where we are now, I've got the two brackets installed. It's sitting level, just like the bottom. I just cut another 16.5-inch piece of bed frame. That's going to go just like that. We're going to tack it on, then we can move up to the third story. Speaking of yard sale tools, I found these at the same yard sale as the gear wrench. These were $2. The first two brackets of the third story of the grill have been started. So on the third story, I've got the top brackets built and I've got the bed frame already cut. We just got to put them in place, weld them on. So where we got tonight, these two brackets were built, they're installed. I've got this piece cut. I think I'll weld it on the mark. I'm getting chilly out here. It's getting late and I'm getting chilly. It is the next day and temperature-wise it's colder, but with the sun out, it feels so nice out here. Let's get back to work on this grill. So this is what the grill is looking like so far. Everything's welded together. It's good and strong. I kind of want to leave it like this, but I also want to cover it. I'm thinking I'll go ahead and make my LED pod mounts, and then I'm going to skin it. Maybe some kind of square, some kind of rectangular panels, and then a bunch of rivets. I've got the Auxbeam LED pods just about exactly where I want them, except for this has got to come out a little bit. The vice grips are in the way. That's just about perfect. I've got two bed frame brackets. I got to drill a hole in that, weld it on, drill a hole, weld it on. And then we can go ahead and mount the LED pods. We'll probably set that for last. Get it skinned, then mount those, and this part's going to be left open so it can shine out the side. Looks good. Wait till you see those at night. So my light brackets, they're all done. They're ready to be welded on. And the good news is this kit comes with all the hardware you need. It comes with all the wiring, the switches, the relays. It's an all-inclusive kit. So my next step, I'm going to put these in place. The LED pod brackets are now welded in place. We can now start with our covering. So on the back of this S10 cab, that part was a Pinto trunk. And this is going to be a Craftsman grill. I just tacked in the center of the grill. So I've got the centerpiece welded in. I sprayed everything that was going to rust with the Army Green. Now let's put a pod in place. And then we can install this trim that goes here. Now once I'm done, we'll do the other side, then we'll work our way down. So the good news is I just worked a 3-day weekend. While I was sitting there, I was thinking about working on this. Now I'm off. I only worked 2 days this week. Anyway, I got to go find some more of this metal, and we're going to come across similar to what we did up here, but I think I'm going to do some holes here because I've got horns. We got to home make some dimple dies. Anyway, let's go find some more metal. So I just cut my first panel out, and one side is bumpy, the other side is the side I want to use, but I got to see if I can remove this part first. Otherwise, we'll just cut 2 new ones somewhere else. So I just started out with this cereal box template. And then I went and cut off of the parts truck 2 panels like this. I got to clean it back a little bit, but that should go right about had it right the first time. That one should go right about there. So I've got this bottom panel. It is shaped up. I've got it bent here, bent there. It fits in place great. It's ready to be riveted on, and it's going to look just like that. But right here in the center, I believe I want to do a homemade dimple die right there, and one right there. Let's go do that. Then we'll get this baby riveted on. Then we'll work on the other side. So step 1 in homemade dimple die, I got to drill a hole right in my perfect panel. And now I've got this knockout cutter, it's 7/8 inch. We'll make a hole here. Now I've got this pipe fitting, and I've got this socket using the vise. Alright, so I got a magnet holding the pipe fitting in place. I'm going to put the socket here. We'll take the vise and we'll push the socket through the panel. Right there. Homemade dimple die number 1 was a success. It's time to put the metal in the brake. Right about there. Need a bigger brake. A wider brake. Need a wider brake. Let's go see how it fits. So the 2 sides match up almost perfect. I have to trim a little bit off here. This one comes up flush. This one's over about 3/16. So we'll trim this edge off. I got to put a dimple there. We can rivet it together, paint it up, and then this grill is done. So I put the hood on a trash can for painting and it's sitting down low, and I grabbed those two slicks. That looks like a racing mower front end. It's time for paint. There's not a whole lot left. Multiples. So I just came back from the store. I've got my army green camo paint. Let's get some put on. So the grill is all done. Tomorrow we'll mount the headlights, get those wired up, get it put back on. We got to do meal time here in a minute. And up in front of the grill, down below the grill, this piece goes here. It looks bad and it needs some body work. I'm going to straighten it up, try to paint it. This I'm going to leave it like it is, but this needs to be painted. Is that good enough? Let's go with it. So it is mail call time. I went to the post office and there were 3 letters in the box. Well, I've already opened them, by the way. Anyway, not showing their address, but this is Nick D'Alessandro. He sent a Ohio tag, HVN, looks like Heaven 6705, and on the back, to Chud327. I'll take a picture of this so you can actually see it. From Past the Limits of Safety at Craziness Kids 6254. Love your videos. Thank you and love your tag. Shout out to Nick. This one, we've got to open to see who it's from. By the way, there's the address if you want to send me something. This all started with that yellow Cup Cadet. Ask you to send me tags, and I've almost got, I needed 6 more to go all the way to the corner. Here's 3, so I need 3 more to go to the corner, and then maybe we can turn the corner and keep going this way. Anyway, cover that address. This one has nothing on the back. Hang on a second. Oh, Saskatchewan. I've been to all of these places except for not Montana, and I've not been to Canada. So we need to start doing a travel channel where I go out and meet the viewers. And his letter says, hope this fits on the wall with the rest. Alex, Saskatchewan, Canada. And he is 2002 Ski-Doo 600 on YouTube. Again, there'll be a link to that in the description. Shout out to Alex, shout out to Nick, and then one more. Covering the address, this one came from Tennessee. I've already got a Tennessee tag, but this one's a different style. I like it. He says, from Tennessee Mountain Homestead. Jason, wife Megan, 15-year-old Sydney, 14-year-old Ethan, 14-year-old Stephen, 9-year-old Jace, 8-year-old Presley, 6-year-old Colt, and 4-year-old Mabel Grace. This tag was screwed to the wall in our garage by the previous owners. It was cool, and I'll leave a link to his channel also. Go, and if you check out any of these channels, make sure you tell them that Chud sent you. You don't have to subscribe, just go click one video, watch it, watch part of it, tell them Chud sent you. Anyway, shout out to Jason and the family, Alex in Canada, and Nick in Ohio. Now, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, let the paint dry good, we'll get it all put back together tomorrow, get the headlights hooked up, get a new belt on, go for a ride. And now the highlight of this build, these are Auxbeam LED pods. When you hold them, you can feel the quality. When you look at them, they look really good. Super bright, they glow out the sides, and there's an amber like a marking light up here. It comes on even when these are not on. The hardware looks like it's stainless steel, it's 17 millimeters. It comes with your flat washers, it comes with your lock washers, your Allen wrench to adjust the angles, and a wiring kit, everything you need to get it wired up. It's plug and play. It has your terminals, your relays, your on-off switch. Looks like it's got several modes. Maybe this is your amber, this is your bright. We'll find out here in a little bit. It's time to get them installed. So I pushed Colonel out in the hood. I didn't film the wiring. It was so quick and easy. Anyway, it's just plug and play. I'm pretty sure those are waterproof if we go any deep water crossings. Anyway, zip tie, zip tie, zip tie. I used the existing holes in the bed frame for the zip ties. It comes around. There's a existing hanger from Craftsman. It goes around here. Sometimes the tire rubs there, so I went up and over that, around, underneath. And then if you look on the dash, there's probably 30 feet of wire all bundled up. What I'm thinking, this kit's really nice, maybe too nice for a mower. Once I get the Red S10 going, I'll probably pull it off here, put it on the Red S10, and use it on my daily driver. Find some other little cheaper pods for Colonel. These are really nice. Anyway, on the switch, I might just leave the switch hanging. I don't do a lot of riding at night. During the daytime, it could be tucked under here, and then when you run at night, pull it out, turn them on, turn them on. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, and in the kit, I forgot to show you one thing. An Auxbeam sticker, a really nice reflective Auxbeam sticker. I think I'll save it once we put these lights on the S10. That'll be good on the back window. So there's a battery in this. The bad news is it's still daytime. You're not going to be able to see the full effect, but this is when you turn them on. And the little amber lights I was telling you about, that's those. I really like those. And I like the combination of both. Anyway, tonight we got to go for a ride. And this is a cold start. My horn's only half working. It's like a robot to me. Change the name from Colonel to Terminator. Terminator with executioners. And if you want to send a tag, 3 more will be all the way to the corner. So this is what's left of the original grill. It was plastic, it was broken when we got it. Last time we went to the river, we finished it off. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to use this. I looked for a long time for a metal grill to replace it with. Couldn't find one. That's how we wound up building this one. Anyway. So it's finally dark. Here is a shot of the switches. If you push this one, that's your white LEDs. And this one would be your ambers. Red versus green, that would be both. And that would be none. I don't have any low beams. I don't want to blind them. This is the light you see from the side profile. So this is the front of the mower. You can see it shines to the side, mostly to the front, and to the other side. What about just the ambers? And that would be just the ambers. And then the view from behind the grill.